The Franco live. Have you talked about the other thing yet? You're not getting a thumbnail, but I'm interested in your thoughts. Oh, the Atrioc situation I didn't talk about out of respect for QT. She said she just said that she doesn't want anyone to talk about it. That's the reason why I didn't talk about it. If you're talking about what Ethan did, I mean, that's just Ethan. It's so stupid. It is like there's no conversation to be had on that issue. It's just like he just has to get better at like controlling his urges, and he knows it. Like, he's not a bad person, but he definitely, I mean, that was more the fault of Zach, not Ethan. No, don't put the blame on Zach either. It's like, it's still ultimately like Ethan making the call. You know what I mean? I get it. Like, they were laughing at Atrioc's response, which is understandable, and they were in a goofy mood for that reason. Because like, ultimately, as fucked up as the situation is, it's like it's still kind of funny. And I say this as someone who is like, you know, very close with the people impacted by this, right? It's like it's funny in a very, it's weird, but it's also kind of funny that like you did this like insane thing, and then you're crying and apologizing, and your wife is in the background also crying, and it's blurred. It's like the story in and of itself feels like it was written by an AI bot. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? What an absurd situation this is. The QT situation is like a very real moment where people see what happens, right? Like where someone is like very openly telling you, showing vulnerability and showing you what the impact of such a thing is. You know what I mean? How damaging that is mentally, and what women on the internet specifically have to go through. Ethan should apologize to QT directly. Oh yeah, absolutely. Don't defend him for the QT thing because that was fucked up. Wait, what? I'm not. Why the fuck would I defend him? What? I'm not defending him. That is indefensible. What the fuck are you talking about? Why? Dude, I can't do this, man. The internet is just like insane. I swear to God. Like, I said it's incredibly fucked up. And you should directly apologize to QT. What the fuck? You're still associating with him? Wait, what? What do you want me to do? Kill him? Like, I don't understand. Oh, they think I should like end leftovers? Sure. I mean, I'll ask QT if she thinks I should end leftovers over this. I'll do it. How about that? Is that good? I doubt that she'll say yes to that, but I don't think you're in it for that anyway. I don't think you're in it for like someone who has been wronged and you want to defend them. I think like, yeah, I think what Ethan did was a very fucked up thing. I'm sure he's already, I only watched a clip. This was a tough watch. And I haven't seen the rest of the stream, but I'm sure that he already like apologized a million times over and profusely. But you know, there's still a lot more to do in that regard. I think he should definitely apologize to QT directly if he hasn't yet. The drama has spiraled to insane levels. I mean, he's an adult. He says things that I don't agree with. I'm sure I say things that he doesn't agree with from time to time, or does things and I do things that he doesn't agree with. I mean, I have to talk about this now. Okay, I'm gonna talk about it. There's no way to like piece this together, okay? And now that like you know, action is being taken, I'm just gonna explain it. Okay? You're getting your wishes, okay? You're getting your wishes, all the drama frogs, everyone else that just exclusively is interested in like blood sport or whatever. I will give in. I will cave to you, and I will describe what happened and what my opinions are. Even though it's like such an open and shut, obvious, like Ethan did something very fucking wrong. Atrioc did something very fucking weird and gross. Both are indefensible. You know, there's no perspective I have on this. And also the website should be shut down. And in general, deepfakes should not exist. And the larger conversation to be had about it, the situation is that people don't see celebrities as human beings, and people especially treat female content creators like they're, you know, objects of sexual desire that can be sexualized in any way, shape, or form, in any capacity, at a moment's notice. And it's like insane. It is an actually fucking insane thing that happens, and that we consider it to be like totally normal. Deepfake should be treated like revenge porn, banned from legitimate websites. I agree. And I think it is. I looked into this a long time ago. I looked into this a while back. I remember there was an old Wired article about websites refusing to take down deepfake pornography. And I believe it is actually not legal to make deepfake porn. I think what you guys need to understand here, we're going to start off at the story where it originated, okay? Atrioc made a video on Marketing Mondays, huge marketing L for Marketing Mondays, where he basically did a Twitch stream with his wife as he apologized crying for getting caught on one of his like tabs as he browsed like deepfake websites, deepfake porn websites that he was looking at, specifically of two content creators, okay? Now, it's an insane thing. It's an insane story. Like, it's an insane thing to fucking do, because like, you're not just like a random guy. You know these people. You know what I mean? These people are friends. The website has like a lot of the website, which is now taken down, which is why I have less of an issue talking about it at this point. Website's gone. All of the fake deep fake shit is taken down by the creator himself. But you know, Atrioc is ex-Twitch employee, worked at Nvidia, works with Ludwig, and knows all of these people, including like very closely knows some of the people impacted, like QT, who was on that website as well. And if you know anything about you know, female content creators in this space, you know that like this is one of the millions of different ways that they are harassed, hounded, and you know, violated regularly. It is degenerate. It's so degenerate to do. QT made their wedding cake, for fuck's sake. Exactly. So listen. The point is, small nitpick out of respect for QT, her likeness was on that site. Yeah, exactly. It's a deep fake. It's not real. But it doesn't matter, because the entire purpose of a fucking deep fake, which technology has gotten very good now, is to make it seem like it's that person. They market it as that this is the person. It's very fucked up. It's not consensual. And it's you know, it's very fucked up. Some websites take action against it, and I believe if you like genuinely get like, if you hire a legal team or you know, like a cybersecurity operation, if you have like people with know-how, they will actually immediately take action against it to take it down. There are some laws that exist around deepfake porn, and I think that it's understandable to treat it exactly like revenge porn. Let's be real. The more deepfakes get better, the weirder it's going to get, for the record. For those of you who don't understand, this reality, it's like there is no difference between QT Cinderella, Pokimane, Maya, anyone on the internet, and your mom, your sister, okay? And deepfake technology can very easily just recreate your mom or your sister in a similar position. So if you cannot comprehend celebrities as like real human beings, if you cannot see them as like real human beings, try to empathize by thinking, what would I feel if this was someone I love and someone I care about, someone that is close to me, because there's no different. They are human beings just like, you know, your parents are. They're human beings just like your sister is, okay? I think that a big part of the problem here with the way that people like approach this, okay, with the way that people approach this story is like, what's wrong with that? And I've heard it so many fucking times, okay? And there's so much wrong with that. What the fuck do you mean? It's incredibly fucked up. And if you can't empathize because you just like literally have a part of your brain that isn't wired to see content creators as like real human beings, that's why I'm trying to help you understand it from a more personal perspective. Okay? Yes, AI porn is considered an invasion of privacy, which is quite literally an intentional tort. These laws already exist in situations. The placement of someone in a deep fake without their consent would be the type of conduct that's false light and invasion of privacy tort covers. There's no explicit law for AI porn, but make no mistake, it is still absolutely illegal. Yes, there isn't enough case law around it so far, but it will be built. It's like when revenge porn websites used to exist all around the fucking nation. There was a very famous revenge porn website, if you recall, and now that shit is illegal. Okay? It's super illegal. It took some time, but it's obviously and understandably a violation. Anyone with more than 3.5 fucking brain cells recognizes it as such. Okay? But yeah, this entire thing started with Atrioc and apologizing.
I've been reading so much fucking AI stuff. I'm reading all this fucking stuff about AI and fucking deepfake music, deepfake art, and everything. And I'm in these fucking discords, and I just feel so embarrassing to me. But I was on fucking Pornhub, dude. I was on a fucking regular ass normal fucking website, and there was an ad. There's an ad on every fucking video for this fucking. So I know other people must be clicking it because it's on every fucking video for fucking deepfake thing. And then
it's not his girlfriend, that's his wife.
Click it, and I'm fucking in this fucking rabbit hole. And at 2 a.m. I don't know. I got morbidly curious and I clicked something, and it's just fucking. It's gross. It's gross, and I'm sorry. I really am. I really fucking am. It's not. I don't know. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. But I just really want to get across. It's not like a fucking pattern of behavior, and I don't know what I want to say or not, but
it's fucked up. It's fucked up. I say this all the time. Good people can do fucked up and wrong things. Okay. Likely a matter of numbers. I don't think it's likely that the internet masses will truly empathize with any streamer or public figure, but once these tools disseminate and people start doing it to people they know, it'll spread and become an issue that gets addressed. I get that these streamers are people too, but most viewers aren't seeing it like that until it actually affects someone close to them, which is why I was trying to fucking reduce it to something that people can understand. That's like, it's wild if you're a streamer and you normalize this kind of behavior or say that this kind of behavior is normal, especially because like these are your coworkers, these are your peers, these are people that you love and appreciate and want to protect, and you should recognize that. Like, obviously, it's more understandable if you're a degenerate Coomer fucking fan who's a psychopath who doesn't see the streamer as a human being, which is why I'm trying to like literally reduce it back to, hey, these are humans, that they are they're being filmed like they're doing sex work when they're not there, they're not involved. It's unconsensual and complete violation of their privacy. It's totally fucked up. I think there's a reason why QT went live and demonstrated courage to talk about it. You know what I mean? Because it basically humanizes it shows you the real legitimate human impact that things like this have on the legitimate humans that are being impacted by it. Like, there's a reason why it is fucking seen as a violation. Especially if you're a dude, it's going to be really hard for you to understand this. I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to. You're going to be like, I wouldn't care if someone made me into a fucking porn star having sex with women or whatever, because you don't have to go through the same like objectification in every step of your life. So it is almost impossible if you're not interested in recognizing the humanity behind the people who are victimized by this, you're not going to see it. You're just not going to understand it. I don't care, dude. Like, what the fuck? It's literally, you just won't see it, especially because you don't see the other things involved in this. You don't see the everyday harassment that female content creators go through. I say this all the fucking time. People say I'm a simp or whatever, but it's like ultimately it is like the harassment, death threats, stalking that I endure as a large content creator who is a leftist, it usually still pales in comparison to the harassment that is so normalized, cyber stalking and hypersexualization that is so normalized for every female content creator. They don't have to be fucking Pokemon for this. They can literally be a random girl on the internet with no followers whatsoever, and they still oftentimes go through this. It is like a universal experience, okay? Straight up. It's just the truth. I'm telling you this as a person who is in this space, and many men in this space who also are being honest about it will explain it to you as well. Okay? It's just, I don't know how else to say it. Like, you have to take my word for it. Anyway, on a live stream Monday, Ewing inadvertently showed browser windows open to a website that hosts non-consensual AI-generated images. The window showed that he was viewing images of an account of someone who specialized in making deepfakes of popular streamers. Viewers of the stream caught the leak and screenshotted the site, then shared the site, images from it, and names of the women who were deepfaked. Basically every female content creator in this space, by the way. As first reported by Dexerto, Ewing said during his Monday stream in a tearful, now viral apology that he clicked on an ad for deepfake porn while browsing Pornhub. The ad took him to another subscriber-only website, he said, where he paid to view the images of popular female streamers. He said he was driven by morbid curiosity and that his watching non-consensual porn is not a pattern of behavior. His wife, cosplayer Ariana Ewing, sat in the background of the stream and cried. At the time of the writing, the deepfake creators page on the site Ewing used has been scrubbed of deepfakes and now hosts a long apology to streamers that describes the non-consensual fake sex tapes as immoral. To be quite honest, if I wanted to continue this, what I got was the best advertisement I could ever ask for, but after seeing the situation of that couple apologizing and a few streamers' reactions who I thought did not care, I feel like a total piece of shit that I am. The best course of action I have understood is to just wipe my part off the internet and help decrease the number of future videos of those involved. You will not see me pop up again. Ewing claimed in the apology streams chat that he wasn't watching videos of anyone he knows, according to screenshots, but his actions, carelessness on stream, and public apology have brought more unwanted attention to the streamers seen in the leaked screenshots. Many observers described his tearful apology and the entire situation as strange and absurd, with some even wondering what the big deal was in the first place. That is what I want to make sure people understand. People legitimately don't recognize this as like a big deal. It is a problem. Of course it's a problem. You're violating a human being's like consent by making it seem like they're doing something that they did not do, okay? Making them, portraying them in a sexual act. It's fucking insane. The incident reflects an issue of the root of deepfakes, invention, non-consensual porn of real people, mainly women. Deepfakes, images generated by machine learning algorithms to swap one person's face with another person's body, are primarily used to make non-consensual fake sex tapes that target and harass women. Since their inception in 2018, deepfakes have been used as a way to control women's bodies online. Targets of non-consensual, sexually explicit deepfakes report that these videos have real, devastating effects on their mental well-being and their ability to exist online. QT Cinderella talked about this in a short stream yesterday when she was covering it in a tearful way while crying, talking about the impact on it. I've been talking to her since, this popped off, obviously. There are multiple different issues here. You know what I mean? Most of it is still derived from, obviously, patriarchal constructs, the rampant objectification of female bodies, no matter where the fuck they are, the unconsensual objectification of women's bodies, their likeness. It's gross. This is one component out of the thousands of other ways that this impacts female content creators in this space, as well as every other space, really. Not just content creation, but just in general. Okay? This is so commonplace. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Okay? It starts with every single fucking chatter writing horrifying, awful shit. It also is very different for women in comparison to men. Okay, there's a disparity of like top female content creators on the site. A lot of times people will say, oh, it's because like women are mid. They're not making good fucking content. But part of that is also because like there is a ceiling in the way that this male-dominated website sees and perceives female content creators as, and you can't get over that. Okay, you can't get above that ceiling. That's why, like, yeah, some female content creators, when they first start off, might actually generate more revenue. They might even have like a larger viewer base than male content creators. But this was at the heart of that like whole women have it easy on this website bullshit that I talk about regularly. Okay? They don't. They have it much harder. And it's not even here. It's everywhere because of the rampant objectification and rampant sexualization of people who are not consenting to be sexualized or objectified in this way. Okay? Remember, I tell you all the time, like, for example, when someone has an OnlyFans, that doesn't mean you can objectify them at the library. That doesn't mean you can objectify them at the Starbucks. That doesn't mean you can objectify them at the gym, right? Like, your experience with someone's OnlyFans, if you understand the concept of consent, starts and ends with you masturbating to the OnlyFans photo that you bought, okay? That's it. Like, that's normal. That's how it should be. You know what I mean? Because these are, even sex workers themselves are still human beings and should be treated as human beings. And it's very strange to me, at least, when people put down like Amaranth when she has a good take about an issue, and they'll be like, "Nah, what the fuck do you know? You're an OnlyFans girl." And it's like, what do you know? What are you saying? Like, they are providing a service, and ultimately, when that service is done, you know, they're still human beings with full opinions. Funny to see the incel online bashing girls for being sexual online, all while fapping to the woman creators specifically that are not sexual online. Exactly. Anyway, QT Cinderella talked about it. Ewing knows several of the women who are allegedly targeted by the deepfakes creator, like streamer QT Cinderella personally. Some of the women have spoken out about how Ewing's actions and admission affects them. In a live stream on January 30th, QT Cinderella said, although confidence might tell her not to go live, she wanted people to see the toll the situation has taken on her. This is what it looks like to feel violated. This is what it looks like to feel taken advantage of. This is what it looks like to see yourself naked against your will being spread all over the internet, she said. Here's a clip from the video, from the stream.
Why? Why? If you are able to...
That was a horrible clip. Holy shit. Vice, come on. Anyway, look, it's obviously we're all major QT defenders on this stream. I love QT Cinderella. She's a wonderful, brilliant human being. She's awesome. Yeah, it's just you don't want to see them sad. You know what I mean? Even if you have no like personal experience or personal relationship with the people that you are watching demonstrate that they're hurt by this, you should, understand that these are human beings, okay? These are people that are out there putting themselves out there, sometimes takes a major mental toll. It fucks up their lives in really meaningful ways that just want to entertain you. Sure, a lot of Twitch streamers, especially top Twitch streamers, make a lot of money, okay? It's true. There it is, newsflash. It's out there, okay? But like, it doesn't, there are things that should not happen as a part of your job. One great example of this would be swatting, okay? I think most people understand, like, oh, you're a Twitch streamer, you deserve to be swatted. No, you don't. That's crazy, right? Most people fucking understand that, I hope. This is in a similar vein, okay? Because you're a female content creator, you should expect this is ridiculous. This should not happen. Ever. That's crazy. Fuck Atrioc for showing it to 1,000 people. Fuck the people DMing me pictures of myself from that website. Fuck you all. This is what it looks like. This is what the pain looks like, she said. It should not be a part of my job to have to pay money to get the stuff taken down. It should not be a part of my job to be harassed, to see pictures of me nude spread around. She went on to address the person who made the website selling the deepfakes, vowing to sue them. I promise you with every part of my soul, I'm going to fucking sue you, she said. That's all I have to say. And that website already has been taken down. The creator immediately took down all of the deepfakes. Most states in the U.S. have laws against non-consensual sexual material, but only in California, Virginia, and Texas, specifically, deepfakes are named. Remember, even with laws in place that penalize people who make and spread malicious deepfakes, getting recourse as a victim can be extremely difficult. Another streamer who's listed in the screenshot suite, Anita, tweeted that the news coverage of Ewing's apology is how she found out that deepfakes videos of her are out there. I literally choose to pass up millions by not going to the sex work as some random Cheeto encrusted porn addict solicits my body without consent instead. She wrote, don't know whether to cry, break stuff, or laugh at this point. Adept, another popular streamer, spoke out about the situation. Unfortunately, we found ourselves caught between a rock and a hard place, letting these images and the people who may consume them occupy our thoughts, or to relinquish any feelings of shame and embarrassment by remembering this is someone else's perversion at fault, at no fault of our own. Good take. How does that law work? I mean, if the creator is in, okay, this is how, let me just explain something, okay? This is how this works, okay? This is new. It's new tech, which is why the law hasn't caught up to it yet. Just like I told you in the case of revenge porn, originally, revenge porn was not seen as illegal, even though it absolutely was, okay? And it took a long time for it to become literally illegal. And now it's illegal in every state. Everybody knows revenge porn is illegal, okay? You disseminate it, you distribute it, you are going to get punishments for it. Good tweet from Kaide for chatters wondering why QT and others didn't do anything before Atrioc brought it up. The amount of effort I've gone through to get things taken down from Reddit, Discord, etc., just for it to be back up the next day is so exhausting, I just gave up. Yeah, that's the other thing, okay? It's literally, it is a major pain in the ass. Brother, I have stalkers, okay? I don't want to get into it, but like, websites don't give a fuck. Okay, they just don't give a fuck when your stalkers are going unhinged bananas mode. Okay, they will never. They'll just like maybe suspend for a little bit until they take a tweet down or some shit. Or Reddit is even worse than this. Okay, there used to be, and now they're gone, luckily, but they might pop up again, which is why like it's weird to talk about it. It's like swatting. It's like you don't want to talk about it because when you talk about it, more people are like, "Oh, what do you mean? That's a thing? Like, should we do that now?" Like there are websites or subreddits and shit dedicated to awful, gross shit like this, especially around, especially around female content creators. This is just one of the million different ways that women on the internet are getting impacted on a regular basis. How can you control the spread of deepfake porn be realistically enforced? What do you mean? At the distribution level. It's always the same way. You just got to cut it off at the distribution. This is a perfect story because it shows that like this kind of predation doesn't just happen to content creators. Okay? It doesn't just happen to content creators. It happens to women all the time. And it's not even just this. It's not even just like deepfake ad. It's just another technological achievement that's being used to be fucking creepy and gross and put women into non-consensual sex acts that they did not fucking consent to put out there. Do you understand? This is just every new fucking avenue of tech will be weaponized this way. You know what I mean? It's just the unfortunate reality, but that doesn't mean it's right. That doesn't mean it's okay. And you shouldn't defend it. Like, even the fucking guy who made money off this shit was like, yeah, this was really fucked up. Sorry. And there are still chatters who are like, nah, King, you should keep posting. Yeah. It's the same way you can control CP or revenge porn being distributed. There's a reason why Pornhub and other sites got their shit together once Visa pulled out. Yeah. There's a reason why Pornhub eliminated like most of their fucking content and then had to re-upload it only as soon as they were verified, okay? Which was a good thing overall. I mean, there was like literal content on there that was just like non-consensual. It's ridiculous. There are going to be worse consequences, okay? What people don't understand is like, we literally think about deepfakes as like a meme right now, but anyone and everyone is going to get deepfaked at a certain point. I mean, I get deepfaked into shit all the goddamn time. It's like funny memes, well, whatever, haha. But ultimately, like, this is going to have societal implications. You know what I mean? This is compromising. This is people being put in compromising situations with AI getting better and better, with voice, AI voice getting better and better. You're going to have political people. You're going to have other random individuals like get destroyed, eviscerated. People already like fake tweets and stuff to try to get people fired. You hate that, right? Now, welcome to a world where they could just like fake you in a situation where you're not actually in. And if you can comprehend how scary that is, okay, if you can comprehend how scary that is, then you should be able to at the very least understand how awful and weird it is that like, female streamers are put in this position. the thing I have a hard time understanding is just like there's so much ethical, consensual porn out there. Why the fuck are you going to like the one avenue where it's not ethical? Also, XQC had a good take on this because he usually has good takes on consent. I've said this already. He's very consistent on this. And you know, juicers definitely need to hear this.
Not every girl is a naked on stream, okay? And so a girl makes a lot of efforts to be fully clothed all the time, to not to get unwanted attention, okay? To their fucking sexual parts, I guess, okay? They have the right to be upset and hurt by people non-consensually, fucking stitching on fucking booba shit. And I mean, other people pay to look at that, and then you make these weird ideas, and they go to their chats, and they fucking talk in short ways, and oh, did you see this, man? Was that your real titties? Bro, shut the fuck up, man. They make an effort not to do that shit, and it's fucking annoying. Because the reality is, okay, is in my opinion, the space is already hard to grow as a non-booba streamer because of the male-dominated platform. You don't want to have another layer of dog shit fucking cringe lord hard coomers up in that bitch on your web there. You just don't want that.
Yeah. Pokey had a good take on this. Stop sexualizing people without their consent. That's it. That's the tweet. That's it. It's super simple, but like everybody that agrees with this is a fucking simp and a white knight, right? You know, until it happens to a loved one that you have. What was this? X comes to a conclusion.
Yo, what's going on with this guy, man? Bro, you know this guy.
Oh, he's talking about Ethan. That was the other part of this that I didn't talk about. Hold on. Let's talk about that as well. I mean, obviously, you know what I'm going to say. By the way, this is like fucking hard to watch straight up. I watched this clip yesterday. It's rough. It's definitely rough. And it's super fucked up. And I think like it doesn't matter that he's like laughing before the clip itself. Okay. Here, I don't know how to fucking watch the full video here.
What is
like they're in a silly, goofy mood because they're like looking at the Atrioc thing, which I understand. Like the Atrioc apology video is like there are funny components to it in like a weird way. I don't know how to describe it. And this isn't me defending Ethan at all, by the way. Okay, this is not a defense of Ethan. What he did was like super fucked up. Okay, there's something incredibly absurd about a Twitch streamer being like a Twitch streamer getting caught fucking looking at like commissioning deep faked porn of other Twitch streamers. Okay, it's like it feels like it was built in a lab. You know what I mean? Especially when it's like, I mean, I know Atrioc. I don't like. I think he's a funny guy. I think he's a kind person overall. Okay, I know it's like not a good time to admit this, and yet he has still done something that is like gross, creepy, weird. Okay, violates his own colleagues in this way, but also it is kind of funny to just be like, I'm so sorry, like crying on camera with your wife behind you, also crying, blurred out in the background. He didn't commission it, sorry. It's paywalled though. He paid for it. That is a fact. He didn't personally commission it. My bad. It's probably other people have commissioned it, but it's paywalled content that they're like reselling. So
Atrioc for
they go from Atrioc to QT Cinderella. They're in a goofy, silly mood.
The people. Fuck
and
the people.
This is hard to watch in general, even before Ethan's reaction.
Fuck you all. This is what it looks like. This is what the pain looks like. Okay? Why? Why? What is going on with you?
I'm sorry, don't mind me.
If you are able.
So that's it. That's like the overused chestnuts over the rainbow or whatever. He plays it over it, and they start laughing.
Benefiting off of
What is
being
going on
seen
with
sexually.
You're a monster, dude. You guys are crazy.
Why did you do that?
Zach, what the fuck, bro? You're evil. You're fucking evil.
Super cringe to have your community be so uncharitable and be like, I always hated Ethan and pile on him when it was just poorly timed humor he deeply regretted. What? Okay, listen. He fucked up. People react in weird ways to like genuine emotion. It's completely fucked up. There's no defense of it. And I don't think Ethan himself would defend this. They're laughing at the fact that he played a stupid soundbite over it. And that he went like he minimized the impact of the situation when like QT's reasoning for putting this out there is specifically to fucking talk about the real human impact of it. Okay, it's important to specify that he wasn't laughing at her, but at himself. However, they should have waited to cover QT's video. They were laughing at Atrioc 2 minutes before this, and then we're in a mood. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's fucked up, but I think like they probably recognize that. Like they know it's fucked up. They're laughing because it's fucked up. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying it's acceptable in any capacity anyway. It's not. Okay. Are you going to talk about this with Ethan on Thursday? I haven't talked to Ethan at all about this. This is like, I watched it last night. It was really, it's hard to watch. I mean, I think ultimately what's important to do in this situation is just like talk to QT directly. You know what I mean? That's what Ethan should do. That's my take on it. Well, yeah, anyway, you cut through serious moments, especially if you don't know how to process like serious emotions. Like I don't know how to process serious emotions. You try to make light of the situation. It's a normal thing. It's still fucked up, but the worst part about that impact is that it minimizes the tragedy and it minimizes the way that others perceive QT in that situation. But like I said, this is not like something that Ethan would ride for. I don't think, as far as I know. And I'm sure, as like I said, he already apologized for it, as you guys were saying. But like he'll apologize again for it, as I know he will. But what he should do also on top of that is apologize or talk to QT Cinderella. How come when your friends fuck up, you say that you haven't talked to them? Ms. Andrew, now Ethan, but victims like QT you are always in direct contact with? First of all, I have a show with this man. I'm going to see him on Thursday anyway. That's number one. And number two, the fuck do you mean? Don't equate what Ethan did here to like Andrew Callahan. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Do you have no way to fucking process this shit? Like, I told you why I didn't talk to Andrew originally, because I wanted to be impartial in my analysis of what the fuck he said. Also, QT is my friend too, you fucking dingus. Bro, what is... Okay, I'm banning some of these fucking people. Why is the fuck is the chat literally obsessed with tearing you down? I've been here a month or two. It's wild that this is the content you get from 40K viewers. I mean, it's not all these people, but there are definitely a lot of psychos. Ethan just said the first thing he did after ending stream was directly apologize to QT. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it makes sense. Anyway, the people that are like hyper focusing on Ethan on this part of the process, they're just like partially upset at Ethan for understandable reasons for minimizing, like, coming across as minimizing QT's trauma. They're also partially upset because they probably don't like Ethan. There's a lot of people who are in here because they thrive off the drama and like continuing it. That's why it usually snowballs into like something entirely different. It's usually when whenever something happens on Twitch, there are people who come in here specifically to get my take on it so they can publish it on fucking LSF or whatever and then be like, Hasan is a hypocrite, so that we can change the conversation directly back to whichever streamer you don't like. You know what I mean? But if you want me to like meme over it further and further and like keep talking about it, like it's just at a certain point, it's just obvious that you don't want my analysis of the situation. You just want to extend the fucking drama. Okay? That's it. Like the thing is, if Ethan was like a truly bad person, right? Like and not just someone who regularly fucks up and then has to apologize, he would just double down. If he was like, yeah, fuck QT, you know what I mean? There are plenty of fucking people out there who do behave in that way. Misogyny and patriarchy would dictate that you can absolutely fucking continue doubling down and being like, whatever, it was a fucking joke, fuck you, okay? That's my point. Emma, nowadays, we got to worry about deep fakes. Back in the day, we just had to worry about friends who were deeply fake. Fucking, dude, I would smash that retweet so hard your head would spin. Okay? You don't understand. Ethan is eternal class clown disease. I got the same shit. I say a joke and then I feel bad. Exactly. Like, he wanted to cut through the seriousness. He says, should I call in? Ethan thinks you're putting his transgression on the same level as Atrioc's. No, of course not. The fuck? That when something happens online?
What do you think about that? And I'm like, hey, here's my take about mayonnaise. It's pretty bad. And then, I said that, right? And then some guy comes in. Yo, guys, take about mayonnaise. And you say yes. Yo, what is it? Yo, mayonnaise take. Yo, is he gonna say it? Yo, guys, what the fuck, guys? Is he gonna have a take yet?